Greetings to everyone. My name is Ruchi Ramnani, and I am one of your lead instructors with CPTE Final Frontier. I am also your ethics expert and the lead instructor with OCE Final Frontier. Today, I am here to share for you all to understand on how to navigate our course and to make the best use and the effective use of the CPTE Full Life Course. So let's get started. So looking at your course page, once you log in, this is how actually your homepage is going to look like, depending on what you have actually bought. So now when we look at our CPTE Live course, right here, I'm going to click on this. And once I click on this, it's going to take everything that the course contains. So let's look at this. Your course page will be divided into the welcome content, the lectures and the recordings content, the timetables and the reading content, and the exams that you can take. The exams would be written for the ethics and also your oral component. I will be touching base with that soon. But let's get started on how would you actually get started. So looking at this, getting started with CPTE, when you click on this is where you would have introduction video or the introduction by our lead instructor, Ravneet Singh. And you would have some helpful information and links right given over here. What we are looking into our full life course is where you would be given full life classes and the recordings would be available within 24 to 48 hours. We're looking to have the classes on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays for our written component and on Wednesdays for our oral component. While the Wednesday classes are specifically for the oral component, you will be catching a lot of part of the oral component in your written component classes as well. You will have access to all the course materials and the recordings. Now, when I talk about this, what does that mean? Right here with the course materials and the recordings, you're getting the recordings for all the live lectures that are conducted. But besides that, also you're getting the recordings for your ethics scenarios as well. I am discussing on those videos on what a certain situation is and how actually you will be covering all the details. These scenarios are open based rather than just giving you a closed based answer, with the purposes of helping you understand on how would you react in certain given situations. To make it easy for you, we have timetables and the readings ready for you as well. From day to day, you would be guided through what you need to read with the daily timetable. And you would also have the recommended readings attached in the Google Drive over there in the folder. So you don't have to open up the books. You don't have to open up any materials. All you have to do is correspond with whatever is given on your timetable and read it from the reading section. You definitely want to take the notes. You want to build your strengths and weaknesses, and therefore you will be getting closer to see what you want to be. To help you, we have further arranged the assignments. The assignments, it's throughout the course where you're going to see them everywhere. You should be able to complete them from time to time manner, because they are designed to help you think clinically and help you apply all the scenarios or all your content or all your knowledge that you have learned from the content in all the scenarios. As I move on from this, let's see. At any point while you're assessing the course and you have any questions or concerns, you can reach out to us with any questions that you have on our email address, on our supports email address. And any point you need live expert help with the contents, doubts, or questions, you can consider our one-on-one sessions. This is optional and also additional on top of full life course, and it's based definitely just depending on how you feel, on what kind of support you need. This is just the basic on how to get started. If you look here on your side, this is also how your course page is going to look like. When you just see, so we were just at the welcome section where we covered on how to get started. I am going to move on with the CPTE Telegram group. What you see here is once you click on this tab, you will be taken to a link where you will be given an access to join the Telegram group. The Telegram group is available for all the full life course students, and also it is monitored by all of our mentors from time to time manner. It allows you an opportunity to participate in the discussions that the students are having. The mentors would come in and at any point we think we need to add additional information. And also on every weekend, we have weekly discussion with one of our experts where they cover all the details that you have studied in the past, give a past week of the timetable. This is another reinforcement that allows you to stay on top of everything that you're doing, a very good revision and a good eye opener just to see where you're at and how do you need to move forward in your preparation. Perfect. Clearing this all off, when we look at the third part, which is the pre-course module, what is that? So let's look into this. When you are clicking at the pre-course module, it is specifically designed to help you brush up your basics. I cannot emphasize enough how important the basics are. They're extremely important for you to set your foundation for your written component and also for your oral component, and there is no debate about it. I'm sure if you are someone who has already given the exam in the past or you're preparing right now, you know how important the basics are. They're divided with all the weeks. When you open up week one, you have all the content of the reading through all the days, and you will be taken through all the content that you need to understand and go through. Let's say, for an example, here, I'm just picking one joint here. Let's say the shoulder joint. If you are looking at the shoulder pathologies and you're going through all the conditions, how would you know on what needs to be done or what even the condition is if your basics are not clear? No one in the exam is ever going to ask you more specifically what is the origin of certain muscle or what is the insertion of it, or even for that matter, what is the nerve supply of that muscle. But does that mean you should not know? Absolutely not. Having all the basics covered and understood properly, not just read through, but understood, is setting your foundation very strong to start with our lectures. We highly recommend going through the entire content before we get started with our final or once we get started with our regular classes. So this is how the pre-course model is going to be. It will lead you to the Google Drive and you have all the readings. I mean, that was all about the pre-course module. Now moving on to the Zoom live class. So when you look at this, the lectures and the recordings, right in here, what does it say and where would it take you? So you have CPTE live Zoom classes links. When you click on this file, it takes you to the link where you're able to click on and join our live classes. So if I clear this off, for you to know how it exactly looks like, when we click on the Zoom links, it opens up into a folder where you would have access to our live classes. Now, you have all the links, and as I said, all the videos of the live lectures would be available between 24 to 48 hours. Perfect. Moving on. There is another important section and one of my favorites, the special classes. And again, it has its own specific Zoom links for you to join, and it will always stay in your own course pages. The special classes, we have the introduction class that you all would have access to. We have the ethics classes that I will be meeting you from time to time for the live classes, covering all the ethics component that you need to know for your CPTE. We have MSK series that is led by Ravneet, and he will be talking you through all the essentials of the upper extremity and the lower extremity for the MSK series. A good review is what I love right before my exam, and you are actually getting two reviews. So we have Live Jeopardy and Mega Review, which is covered by multiple mentors, making sure everything is appropriately touched and you know all your details before you go for your exam. With all the pages that you click, they are going to take you to their own respective links and the slides uploaded and also the lectures uploaded. So looking at the introduction class, when I click on that, this is right exactly how it is going to look like. You have one tab with the Zoom link to your intro class. You have your second tab with the slides actually. And the third tab is where our live class was recorded and it has been uploaded over here. This is exactly what's going to be happening with all your classes under the full life course classes, as well as all the special classes too. So this is how you should be navigating as you go through your course page. Now, as we move on, let's continue with our next steps, which is the CPTE bonus content videos. This is where you would have all the bonus content It is not just about the videos, but also all the reading material where you would be going through all the joints. So just as I said, this is the bonus video. As you look at this, we have 10 bonus videos walking you through all the specific joints, and it allows you to understand your basics, see it visually if you're someone who loves who's a visual learner, and also it is recorded, which means you can always pause, rewatch again, make your own notes till you know that you're good with these. So this is what all about the bonus content tab will give you. Perfect. As I go on to the next one here, let's see the oral bonus videos. Here we have the content for everything that you need to know about your ethics and all other related details. So when you look at this, we have all the case studies, as I was talking to you or I was telling you previously, where you get access to all open, broad cases discussed. It's not a close-ended case. You're not just given a direct answer and close there. You're given an understanding of a situation which allows you to navigate through your ethics content in depth, allows you to give answers as the questions are asked and not just given away one closed answer. As I move on, we are looking at the timetable and the readings. Now, with the timetable and the readings, as I spoke during the introduction time, you are given everything that you need to be successful in your exam. You don't have to look anywhere outside of the course. You want to make sure, so this is where you have the phase-wise divided on how to read your lectures. As we go through, when you click on the tab, it opens up into a new window and gives you all the details. It also tells you when would the lectures be conducted. So if you look at this small section here on your Excel sheet, you also have your lecture schedule. So you know what you're walking into when you're attending the live lectures. This allows you to be prepared if you want to be anything in advance, right? But the reading folders, they are corresponding with all the day ones and all the days. So when you look here, when I'm seeing here all the days, that's exactly what you're going to see in your reading folders too. So as I clear this and go down to show you more, this is what it looks like, that what you want to read in your day one, what you would like to read in your day two. And like this, we cover all the days. So if we have a look at this, as I scroll down, you covered through all the day's readings and you don't have to worry about anything. And when you click on the day, let's say, for example, if I click on day one, it opens up and gives you everything that you need to read for that day. You don't even have to go anywhere else. It saves you so much of time and gives you beautifully everything that you need to know. I love that part. Okay, moving on as we go through this. This is all about the bonus material, the bonus content that you need to know about the joint specific categories that you would know, that you would understand, pulmonary conditions, cardiovascular conditions, knowing your cranial nerves, your dermatomes and myotomes, and also the electrotherapy notes. This is something that you have access to throughout your access for the course. So you can read it at any point you want to. Come back at it, maybe revise, make notes, make the best use of all the material that you have. And then everything is divided as per your different domains. Cardio, cardiorespiratory, musculoskeletal, neuro, and the other conditions. And as you go through and open all the tabs, let's say if I do the cardiopulmonary, you would have access to all the readings as well. It's beautifully bifurcated and divided for so much of ease, where all you have to do is just open your course page. That's all. Perfect. Moving on, this was our bonus material that we were talking about at even your daily timetable. This is where your post-video lectures quizzes will be posted. So basically, after you are done with your lectures, the quizzes will be posted right here, and you have to go through all of those as you watch the lectures or as you watch the recordings for the lectures. And a very beautiful way of reinforcement. I cannot emphasize enough how important it is to revise and reinforce various topics more than one times, because that's where your revision comes in handy and that's where it helps you with your memory. So if you're paying attention in your lectures, you come back and you attend, you do your quizzes, you did great with your lectures. That's what the purpose we have. And that's how exactly it goes through all the questionnaires as well. Just an example on how your GATE questionnaire is going to look like here. In the end, you write your name, and in the end, you are able to submit your form right here. Perfect. Now, as we move on, you have the next steps of joint vignettes and one-liners. Again, more practice, and why not? You open up, do your quizzes, submit it, and you have all your one-liners right here that helps you with the revision. It is so important to revise that it helps you for your actual final day. And that's why we have designed this course in such a way where we make sure there's continuous reinforcement and continuous revision, which gives you opportunity to read your topics more than one times and understand that, because that's exactly what is needed for your exam day, because that's how you're going to be using your content to implement and answering your questions. As we go here, we have the oral ethics cases, talking about everything that you would be addressing orally for the ethics questions as well. They're divided amongst all the vignettes. Each folder, as you open up, has more than 20 questions, or I should say more than 20 scenarios that is helping you answer all different questions in different ways. So that's all about the oral ethics cases. Looking at the additional notes for your oral content as well, where we have provided you about different approaches. How would you be approaching different cases? You have different case scenarios that will be given in your oral exam, and you would be expected to answer on certain criterias. So this is exactly where we have mentioned about different approaches, and again covered everything domain wise for you. And to support you with this, we have oral assignments. There are different topics assigned for you on how you're going to be using them. And again, keep it ready for yourself for the best use or the best revision for yourself. Now, this was all about the timetables and the readings. Now, the final part that comes up is when you have done all the readings, when you have gone through the entire course, how do you know if you're actually doing good? So that's about where we are looking into the full length exams. You will be provided with different exams, just as it is in the CPTE pattern, where you have your one-liners, which is your standalone case questions. You have your vignette questions. These questions are also media enhanced, where you have a video-based question, image-based questions. Everything has been updated and exactly what you need for your exam, for you to be ready for your exam. Mock exams, you are never going to be ready for them. So, and that's okay. But what is not okay is to run away from them and not give them in timely manner. When you're giving your mock exams, you are able to identify your mistakes, work on them, review your rationales, know why the right answers are right, why the wrong answers are wrong. Were the right answers right because you were clear with your content, or was it just an educated guess? Why are the wrong answers wrong? Did you miss reading the keyword, or did you not understand the question, or was it the content that you were lacking in? Making notes for everything, reviewing your rationales appropriately, and helping with the revision of those rationales is setting you one step ahead closer to passing your exam. And that's exactly why we have these mock exams for you. This is all about the written part of the mock exam. But as we go up, as we go beyond, you are also given the opportunity to book for your oral exams. Because let's not forget, both of them are equally important. You cannot pass one or fail one. You have to pass both of them in order to be registered physiotherapist. Now, when you look at your oral mock exams, one important step you want to keep in mind is allow at least minimum 4 to 6 weeks before you reach out to us. You cannot expect us to schedule your mock exam for tomorrow if you reach out to us today. So you have to send us an email to the support@pceff.com to schedule your mock exams, and you will be assigned with a mentor or an examiner who's going to take your mock exam and will be giving your feedback as well. Alongside with these, you have two additional mini exams, which is for your ethics. We have ethics exam 1 and ethics exam 2. With all the ethics content that you have read and you have gone through, I'm sure I don't have to tell you how important and crucial ethics is as part of your exam. And it's also not just about passing your exam, It's about becoming a better clinician. We want you to become a better clinician, all in all. And if you aim to become a better clinician, you are going to pass your exam and no one is stopping you from it. But if you come out with the intention of just fairly passing the exam, things may not work in your favor. So, these exams, Ethics 1 and Ethics 2, would be with 50 questions each. It's all about ethics, allows you to test your knowledge to the best of your ability, and then you go through all the details of it. You'll be given the rationales where you can appear, or where you can review on where you were right and where you were wrong. And that's all I have for you all today on how you can go through your entire CPTE course. This is something where I believe you don't have to worry where I need to go, what books do I need to open, how much do I need to read, where should I stop, am I doing enough? You have this entire course set for you exactly what you need to do, and just tells you what needs to be done from time to time, takes you on what you need to do, and just move forward from there. There's no looking back from here. Alrighty. I wish you all the best, and I will see you all in the class. Take care.